Obsession's going to beat talent every time. You can have all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? It doesn't matter who's out there playing. You got to step out there and think, I am the best guy out there. I don't care if LeBron is playing. What an awesome line. I don't know exactly what movie that's from, but I was watching this video called Reject Modernity, Embrace Masculinity. Oh man, that just hits so hard. I love the background music too, man. Those videos are so good. You ever get a chance, do yourself a favor and watch one of them. But man, it's so true. Like, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, how good you are at something. If you're not obsessed with it, you got to ask yourself if it's really for you. Because the thing is that, yes, we've all been given certain gifts inside of us. God's given us all certain gifts, 100%. I mean, it even says it somewhere in his word too. But God's given us all certain gifts, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that once you're good at something, it just means like, oh yeah, hey, that's it right there. Because you can be good at multiple things. For example, I was great growing up. I was great at like drawing and making artwork and stuff like that. In fact, I mean, and I'm not trying to, I don't want to try to brag or anything, but my family thought I was so good that they kept telling me I should go like into architecture when I get into college. And sure enough, college comes around and I try out architecture for a little bit. Didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it at all. And I think if you like, people that are architects, that's awesome. Hey, go for it. That's amazing. But I didn't care for it. But it goes to show us that even if you're good at something, it doesn't necessarily mean it's just like, oh yeah, this is it right here. This is your life's purpose. Because, if it was, you would want to do it nonstop, 24/7, 365. And even when you're off the clock, you feel like you should still be doing that thing, right? And so that's the thing right there, is that it's not just about talent. It's about obsession. Like, and the thing that you naturally love, you're going to be obsessed with, even if you're not all that great at it. I mean, working out growing up, I wasn't all that great at it when I started. Heck, I was a little skinny, nerdy guy, man. I was like the skinniest, nerdy guy in the class. Actually, in like most of my classes. I think I remember one guy that was like smaller and skinnier and nerdier than me, but like him and I were friends. It just kind of goes to show. But other than that, I was one of the smallest guys in my school, or in my class at least. I think senior year I actually kind of grew and stuff. But bottom line, when I was one of the smallest, skinniest guys. Bottom line, at one point. And even when I was currently working out, but I also hadn't been working out for that long. But over time, I became obsessed. I started like getting into these gym motivation videos. I started getting into Jeff's side. Oh, Aziz. Oh my gosh, dude. That was such a great phase. Freaking hardstyle music. Wow, what a great phase. And even so, that phase, like, it still is in me, man. It's still stuck with me. It's not just like a phase I grew out of. It's still a phase that's in me. I'm just not like, of course, there's other things to my life now, but at that time, it was just like, that's all it was, right? But it's still part of me, man. It's still part of me. Working out, building muscle, and not for the fact of like just going and trying to, show off, I'm the biggest guy. Sometimes, no, screw that, man. It's like for my own personal growth, my own personal health. Getting into the gym, getting into fitness has been one of the things that has skyrocketed my mental health. So great. And it's led me, like from fitness, it led me to self-improvement, and self-improvement has led me more to God. I always believed in him, but like just combining those three factors, it's like, boom, that right there is like my ultimate, lifestyle, if you will. It's the thing that's made me grow the most. And like, I'm obsessed. That's the bottom line. And you know what too, is that even if you're like the smallest guy out there, if you're obsessed, more obsessed than the biggest guy out there, doesn't matter how big the biggest guy is. Because the biggest guy can go into the gym and get in a crappy workout because he thinks to himself, oh, I'm already big. I don't really need the greatest workout. Now, of course, it doesn't mean all big guys are like this, but I'm saying it could be. It could be a case that one of the biggest guy can go get the crappiest workout, and the smallest guy, well, he's so obsessed and motivated, he doesn't care how small he is. He just wants to get to where he wants to be. He wants to get to that goal. He wants to get bigger. So he goes in there and he gives it the greatest workout of all. He does the best out of everyone. So big or small, those factors don't matter. It matters, are you obsessed? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Are you working as hard as you can? Is it all you ever think about? When you wake up first thing in the morning, is it the first thing that you think about? Before you go to sleep, is it the last thing that you think about? And people are going to call you crazy, and they're going to call you nutty. But if you have something deep down inside of you that you know you need to do in this life, you know it. I don't care, maybe it's not my life's purpose, but I know I need to do it. And you're just obsessed with doing it and accomplishing it because you just know deep down inside, I don't know what it is, but I need to do this thing. And I've tried going away from it. I've tried walking away from it. I've tried ignoring it. I've tried pretending like that feeling's not there because I don't think I can accomplish it. But no matter what I do, that feeling always comes back. And I need to do this thing. And you just become obsessed with it. You're willing to find whatever it takes. You're willing to try every trick in the book, every possible path in order to achieve that thing because you just know that you need to achieve it. And other people are going to laugh at you, call you crazy, think that you're wasting your time, whatever. They're going to make fun of you, say that it's not an achievable goal. No, it doesn't matter. It's not their life, it's yours. Again, you can have all the talent in the world at something, but if you're not obsessed with it, you're not going to stick with it. And you can have the least amount of talent in the world at something, but if you're obsessed with it, you're going to do it so much that you're going to build talent over time. Sometimes talent comes natural. Sometimes it gets built. And that's just it. We're all born with certain gifts. Sometimes those gifts might just be natural talent, but sometimes it might just be natural obsession. And because of your obsession with it, you end up building that talent over time. And that in building that talent combined with the obsession, that's like the ultimate strike right there. Whatever you want to call it. That's like the ultimate combo. The obsession combined with the talent. And that talent is built because of that obsession. And over time, that obsession leads to that talent. And because you're still obsessed even after building that talent, now you got talent combined with obsession. Boom, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So yeah, some of us are born with those natural gifts, those natural talents. But some of us are born with the natural gift of obsession, which allows us to build that talent and ultimately achieve the thing that we need to. And it could take years, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not about how long it takes. I'm not saying you're going to achieve it in a month or, a couple weeks here. I know that's what society expects of everything because everything is so fast-paced. And in today's world, we want everything right away. But no, patience is still the greatest virtue out there, no matter how quickly society moves, or how quickly, things move or grow, whatever. Patience is still the greatest virtue. So yeah, you might have to wait years, but if you're obsessed, you won't care how long you have to wait. You won't care how hard you have to work because you are obsessed and you love it. You love it, man. And that love is what keeps you going day after day, even when you put in so much work and have gotten absolutely nothing out of it. Even when you've put in work for years and have barely gotten a return on your investment. But you love it so much that, the love and the passion is what keeps you going. It's like a relationship, right? People stay together for a couple years, few years, 5 years, 10 years. They get married, stay together for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. What is it that keeps that marriage together? It's not, I don't know. It's not, bottom line, it's the love. It's the passion. That's just it. Just like your goals and your dreams and whatever you think you need to accomplish in this life on earth. It's not about how good you are. It's not about how long it takes, how hard you have to work. It's like a relationship. It's like a marriage. What keeps it alive at the end of the day? It's your passion and your love for it. Just like a marriage, what's kept alive in the marriage is the love and passion for the other person, even when they're pissing you off, even when your significant other is pissing you off, or you guys get into fights, or you guys, ignore each other for a little bit because you're getting on each other's nerves. You guys go out and do your own thing, whatever. At the end of the day, there's still a lot of great memories. There's still a lot of great things being built. There's still a lot of passion, a lot of love for each other. There's still a lot of great things, right? But at the end of the day, what keeps that relationship alive, or maybe a friendship, a relationship, whatever, what keeps the relationships alive at the end of the day is the passion and love for each other. Just like your goals and dreams, if it's really for you, if you're really meant to do it and accomplish it, you don't care how long it takes, how hard you have to work, how much time you have to put in, you don't care, because at the end of the day, it's your passion and your love for it and your obsession for it that keeps you motivated and going. You don't need people to tell you to keep going after it. You don't need, you don't need anything besides your own passion and love and motivation to keep going after that thing. You don't need people telling you, hey, make sure you keep your relationship alive with your girl or keep your friendship alive with your friends. No, you love your friends, you love your girlfriend, you love your wife, whoever, so much that it's that passion, that love, and that obsession with keeping the relationship going that at the end of the day keeps it alive because you love them so much. It's that love, it's that passion, it's that obsession that is going to keep your goals and dreams alive. So if you don't love it, if you're not obsessed, if you have no passion for it, you got to ask yourself, is it really for you? I may be really good. People may be telling me to go after it, whatever, but is it really for me? Because I don't really love it. I don't have much passion for it. At the end of the day, if you don't love it or have passion for it and are not obsessed with it, you're going to end up breaking up with it. That's the bottom line. But even if you're not that great at it, even if you kind of suck at it right now, if you love it and you have enough passion for it and you have enough love for it, you're going to keep it going over time. And then you're going to naturally just become better at it because of your love and passion. That's the bottom line. That's why people, love is cheesy. Love is cheesy. No, it's actually the greatest thing a man can have. Love for people, love for his relationships, friendships, love for God, love for goals and dreams. Love and passion is the greatest motivation out there. That's just the bottom line. And if you don't have that, you might just end up breaking up with that person or that goal or that dream, whatever. That's just it. So whatever you love and are passionate about, you need to go after it, whether people approve of it or not, whether people disagree with you or agree with you or not. No matter what people say, no matter how afraid you might be to try to go after that thing because you just think you're not good, no matter how much you suck at it right now, no matter how afraid you are, you need to go after that thing. If you feel it deep down inside, if you feel obsessed with it, if you feel a love and passion for it, you need to give it a shot. You need to give it your greatest shot of all time. And even if you keep failing, day after day for years, if you're still in love with it and still passionate about it, there's a reason that it's there. Don't let that go to waste. And don't think because I'm not good now or I haven't accomplished anything in months or years, that means it's never going to work out. The only way it will never work out is if you just give up. Giving up, as Steve Harvey says, the guarantee of quitting is that it will never happen. But if you just keep going and going and going, even if you've been going every day for years, there's still a possibility that remains that it could work out. Again, whether it be that relationship or, that goal or that dream, whatever. But of course, with relationships, it's different. I mean, if she doesn't love you back or your friends don't really care about you, it's okay, you got to know when to let them go, But, with goals or dreams, yeah, keep going after it, man. Keep going after it. That's the bottom line. Anyway, that's my Obsession Beats Talent ramble for today. So, that being said, let's get into God's word, shall we? Galatians 6:9, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good works, for at the proper time we will produce a harvest of righteousness if we do not give up. Notice what it says there. Let us not become weary in doing good works. The things that we need to do, the things that are good and right, whatever it may be, whatever deep down inside that you need to be doing, let us not become weary in doing these good works. For at the proper time, doesn't mean in a week or a month or even a year. It means at the proper time, which is God's time, not whenever you want it to happen, but at God's time, the proper time, it will produce a harvest of righteousness. Meaning it'll produce a harvest, man. It'll work out if we do not give up. Isn't that something? I think that verse fits perfectly for today. Let us not become weary in doing good works, for at the proper time, it will produce a harvest of righteousness if we do not give up. That's just the bottom line. Do not give up. Whatever good works it is that you're doing, whatever that you need to do in this life, long as obviously it's good and it's right and it's righteous, it's a good thing, Do not become weary in doing the good works. Because I'm telling you, after weeks, months, years of doing it and not seeing much ROI, return on investment, you're going to become tired. You're going to become kind of annoyed. Like, I've been putting on all this time and effort and haven't, like, I feel like I've barely gotten anywhere, man. What the heck? I haven't accomplished this dream or goal yet. I'm telling you, that tiredness, that weariness is going to hit, you know, but it's not about if it hits or not. It's about do not become weary. Basically just meaning don't let the weariness get to you. Like, don't let it get to you to the point to where you're quitting and you're skipping days or weeks or whatever. You're saying, screw this, I'll just come back to it later on in life, maybe. No, do not become weary in doing those good works for at the proper time, which again, doesn't mean weeks or months or years or whatever. It could take 10 years, it could take 20 years. I believe there's stories in the Bible about people that have had to wait like 20, 30 years, you know, on God, just to, you know, like kind of fulfill their ultimate like purposes or goals or whatever, you know. I know I've read stories like that. 20, 30 years, man. And especially in today's world where patience is just so undervalued and, you know, people just want to throw away patience. Yeah, yeah, it's a hard test, all right, I'll tell you that much. It's a hard test. But do not become weary in doing the good works, for at the proper time, his time, you know, it will produce a harvest of righteousness. Boom, it'll prevail. God's plan will prevail, right? Whatever it is that you're going after, if it aligns with God's will, it'll prevail. If we do not give up, because obviously if we give up, you know, like it's not going to happen. If we give up, you can't just you can't become a bodybuilder if you stop weightlifting. You can't, I don't know, you can't become a doctor if you stop going to school. You can't freaking accomplish anything if you stop doing what is required to accomplish it. That's the bottom line. You know, you can't stop losing weight if you stop exercising. You can't freaking whatever. You can't be healthy if you stop eating healthy food. That's just the bottom line. So yeah, you cannot give up. No matter how bad you might want to, or no matter how annoyed you might get, you just can't give up. Because again, as Steve Harvey says, the guarantee of giving up is that it'll never happen. And that's so true. Oh, that's weird. It's so true. So like even if you're tired, yeah, I get it, man. You're tired, you're annoyed, you just want this thing to work out, whatever it may be. But do not become weary. Take this as like your warning sign. Do not become weary. Because one day, it may just happen. You know, especially if it's God's will. You know, as his word also tells us, you know, God has plans for us to give us hope in the future, not to harm us. And like it also says, you know, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it's God's plan that prevails. So at the end of the day, you know, if you're doing something that you kind of just know deep down inside that's not God's plan, you might want to consider switching. The only time I think you should ever quit is if you have if you have something better in place. Like, okay, I'm gonna quit, you know, going on walks so I could start going on runs, right? Because you like running more, and it also does you as good, if not better than walking. I've heard the best of both worlds, but, you know, I'm gonna stop going on runs so I can start doing weighted vest walks more. Or maybe I'll stop doing as many runs so that way I can combine weighted vest walks with running. Like, you know, I'm gonna stop, you know, going to the gym 3 days a week. I'm gonna start going 4 days. I'm gonna get rid of this 3-day workout plan so that way I can replace it with a 4-day workout plan. I'm gonna get rid of this major in college because I'm just not in love with it anymore. I don't really care for it, but there is this major I do really want to try out. So boom, I'm gonna replace that with this. The only time that you should ever give up is if you have a better plan in place, that you feel it more, you love the thought of it more, and you just feel deep down inside that you need to go after it. Not because you're tired of this current plan because it's not working out, not because you're annoyed of it. If your current plan, your current goals and dreams, whatever, you still love it, you still want it to work out, then the bottom line is don't give up on it, no matter how good the other pots of gold may look. This current thing that you have in mind, if you love it, if you want it to work out, do not give up on it. But if you have fallen out of love with it, if you just don't care for it anymore, and you just, not because you're tired, not because you don't think it's never going to work out, but because genuinely you were to think to yourself that even if this does work out, I just wouldn't really care for it because I don't really love it anymore. Like, even if it were to work out, I wouldn't really be all that excited about it or happy about it, whatever. Okay, but I do have this thing in mind that if this were to work out, I would actually be super thrilled about it. Like I just feel it deep down inside. Fine, fair enough. You can replace the current plan with that other plan. But if you're tired, if you're annoyed, if you just, are starting to think that it's never going to work out, but yet deep down inside you really want it to. Like, you would be happy and thrilled and excited if it worked out. You still love it. You still love it a lot. You still got a lot of passion for it. You're just tired. You're just annoyed. You're just weary. Do not give up that current plan. Keep going after it. But again, that current plan, if you just don't care for it anymore, if you think to yourself, if it worked out, I wouldn't really care. Like, not because I'm tired, not because I'm annoyed, not because I've become weary, not because I don't think it's ever going to work out. I just don't love it that much anymore. I genuinely don't. And actually, I love this thing a lot more. This sounds a lot more interesting, exciting. I feel deep down inside that I need to give this thing a shot. Then by all means, give up your current plan and replace it with that plan. Whatever that you have the most passion and love and obsession for, that no matter how bad it may be or how much you may suck at the beginning or even like years in, you just want it to work out, man. Like, you just want this thing to be the thing. Like, you have obsession for it. You want to build talent. You want to, it's good, it's righteous, it's a good thing for you, right? Then by all means, that's the plan that you should go after. Whether it's plan A, B, C, D, E, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what plan letter it is. Just whatever thing that you're most obsessed with, that you love the most, that you just, like, if you had to pick one thing for it to work out, boom, it would be this thing right here. That's what you should be going after. I know I've said this 10 times over. I'm going to dig this into your brain and into my own brain until we cannot forget it, because dang, it's really stinking good. And it's just that kind of motivation, just reminding ourselves of that love and passion when we are tired and weary and kind of annoyed, right? It's just reminding ourselves of the love and passion and obsession too. That's going to keep us going. So yeah, do not become weary in doing good works, for at the proper time it will produce a harvest of righteousness if we do not give up. That's the bottom line. Live by it. And I mean, anytime living by God's word never fails. It always just does us good. But it may just take years to actually hit. So be prepared to play the long game, to play the patient game, to play the waiting game. But while you're waiting, hey, do as much as you can. Keep going after it. Keep doing whatever you can. And do not give up. That's the bottom line. So yeah, that being said, hey, that's going to be it for today. Let's go become the great men we were born to be, God made us to be. And I'll see you tomorrow to continue the journey. Peace.